This is Justin Case of America Newscape, joining our friend and lifestyle luminary, Joyce Rockwood. Joyce joins us to share some insights on whether or not you need to be sick to hire a health coach. Greetings, Joyce. Welcome back to America Newscape.
Hey, Justin. It's great to be back. Thanks for allowing me to pour into everyone's cup again today.
How cool is that? Now, Joyce, oftentimes people wait for a health crisis to really pay attention to their health. Do you need to be sick to hire a health coach?
Such a contemplative question. I like to use metaphors and analogies when I answer this. A lot of times, the short answer is no, right? And here's why. Would you wait until you're hungry to grow your garden? Would you wait until your car is broken down by the side of the road to then be like, oh yeah, let's get an oil change. Let's rotate the tires. It's like we plant seeds in advance to allow that proper time for the garden to grow. So, same thing with our car. We get a grease job, an oil change, whatever, they say it's a grease job, an oil change every, 3,000 miles is what it used to be. Now things have improved. It's every, 5,000 or so, sometimes more. But we do this because we want to make sure we're not waiting to be hungry to wish we had the harvest, right? We're doing this so we're not waiting for the car to break down by the side of the road and then to have to be stranded and deal with some kind of crisis. It's the same thing. I mean, do you have to wait until you're feeling out of shape and overweight to then hire someone to support you with, personal training? No, you can actually be in good condition. Maybe you want to take it to the next level. I would encourage you to take some steps every day, no matter where you are in your own health journey, to elevate your vitality. There's so much we can do. Yeah.
Can I interject? I'm pretty sure Socrates said this, but wasn't it Socrates that said an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure?
Someone said it. I don't know if it was Socrates.
I'm saying it's Socrates, and if that's not true, they need to put it in the comments, and I will correct myself. But I believe it was Socrates. I know my great grandparents said it, so it goes way back.
Your great grandparents.
My great grandparents.
It may have been him. I should know who said that, but I feel like it may have been more like Hippocrates versus Socrates, but I could be wrong.
Well, that's a good point. It could have been Hippocrates with the Hippocraticals.
You do a pop quiz next time. I'll look it up and let you know, and let everyone in the audience know.
Sorry, I couldn't help
But, I would encourage you, hello out there, whoever you are that's listening, to, do something on a daily basis to elevate your vitality and really improve your cellular health so that you can be more independently healthy. Right? It's like you don't need to wait for a physical for someone else to tell you that you have a clean bill of health. And oftentimes those aren't really legitimate anyway, because they're waiting for things that might be flagrant. And they can't see things that are maybe on the rise. So, this is what self-responsibility looks like. This is how I coach my clients. I want my clients to be able to feel independently healthy and to feel self-reliant, so that they know that they are, providing themselves with the best health insurance possible. We don't insure our health by having a policy. That's not how we create health. That's, in case something drastic happens. But what do we do on a daily basis to make sure that we're not running into crises? We really don't want to wait for any kind of a problem or any kind of an emergency to start doing what I like to call crisis management. That's not healthcare. That's not the way it works. Not in my world. So again, we want to do whatever we can every day to improve our vitality and really create health insurance so we can potentially avoid any of those preconceived health issues that most people think that they have to endure or are going to get when they hit a certain age. And I really believe in challenging with my heart, my whole heart, challenging the status quo. And I also believe that regardless of genetic disposition, you can completely transform your health. And that can be something that you work on over the course of your lifetime. When you factor in some of the powerful information we have now, and it's pretty in depth, the science of plant-based diet and how that is so powerful for reversing 90% of disease in the body. We talk about on these segments nutrition and detoxification protocols such as juicing, the power of really restoring the vibrancy of your cells and allowing your body on a daily basis to have more energy that's long lasting throughout the day. So at 3 or 4 o'clock, you're not crashing. Food combining, colon hydrotherapy, cryotherapy, for heaven's sakes, is done. There's amazing research on the anti-aging capabilities of cryotherapy and healing the body. Pretty profound. Infrared saunas for detoxifying the body on such a deep cellular level, because those infrared waves can penetrate the skin a couple of inches or more and really vibrate the cells so that they're sweating out poisons. That's a deeper level of detox than you can do by just running or jogging. And what about talking about the brain, the rewiring of the brain, what we call neuroplasticity? About luminaries like Dr. Joe Dispenza, who's a powerful, powerful transformer in the world, works with hundreds, if not thousands, of people in large groups, helping them to rewire their brain and transform their belief systems that really work to trigger shifts on a cellular level. I mean, with people who have even things as serious as Parkinson's disease, kind of crazy stuff, but possible and capable. And, the potential is there. And so, my point in sharing this information with you is to empower you and instill motivation and inspiration in you that you can do anything and create anything in your life when you put your mind to it. We look at kids running around all the time, completely fearless, doing all of these amazing things in sports and athleticism, with music, the performing arts, from at young ages. It's just incredible feats of endurance and talent that you see. And it's completely possible to reverse disease in the body, avoid it from happening in the first place, and to really defy the entire aging process as you may know it. So, regardless of where you are in your level of health, I work with individuals and groups from all different backgrounds. Sometimes people come to me because they have addictions, food addictions, chemical addictions, fast food addictions, right? Those are some of the powerful things that, can really undermine people's health. And they are really wanting to break those cycles. Coffee addiction. I mean, it might sound, superficial to some, but that can cause a lot of problems for people. And, other times I work with people who are really on a great path already, and they are quite informed, and they're running big businesses and big organizations and leading teams of people, but they want to go to the next level. They want to have more information, more education, more insights, more power, more knowledge, so that they can be around on the planet the longest, not only for maybe their kids, but also because they want to expand their influence in the world. So, I would say you don't have to be, and you should not be, waiting until you are sick to hire a health coach, because when you get a head start on your vitality and improving the quality of your cellular health, it makes the entire process of getting the results that you want that much easier and faster. And it's actually a lot easier to maintain our health than it is to try and dig ourselves out of a deep ditch or dish.
Nothing worse than trying to dig yourself out of a dish of bacon.
Your favorite.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Joyce, you sold us on this, and coaching can really bring benefits to people that they may not realize. But that being said, assume that we all believe that we need to consider being proactive and bringing a health coach on board. And I believe everybody should consider that. What would you suggest to us for trying to find a fit, or trying to be, I've always been a proponent of, you need to have it's a teamwork aspect, and you need to have a relationship with that coach where you can move forward. Get a coach that can advocate for you. Everybody needs to advocate for themselves, but if that coach is not passionately advocating for you, I don't see where it's going to help some people. So what can you address that'll help us feel better about picking that right coach?
You have to feel an alignment. You have to feel a synergy. You have to feel a connection. And, oftentimes I feel like when people call me, they're already ready, they're already enrolled. It's like, it's just now we're on a phone call and now we just need to take the next steps. And okay, this is what happens in sessions. This is what the program entails. And these are the benefits and the bonuses of this package. And here's what's going to happen when we work together. And, or, we take a deeper dive into their struggles. Or again, sometimes people come to me because they're not specifically struggling, but they want to make sure that they don't have to worry. That's something that's powerful. If you can absolve the worry in your life, think about how much space that frees up in your mind to focus on other things that are really, truly the most important. Wow. So, yeah, right. And I so many times people come to me and it's like so much of their day is spent trying to figure out how to fix certain things with their health, their digestion, their sleep has got them feeling so tired and just lackluster and out of energy and out of motivation, that it's like I say, it takes up space from the things that we should be really affording ourselves to be focusing on instead. So if you're looking for a health coach, you really want to find someone who you find like, you just notice you're naturally gravitating to someone, whether you're following them here on YouTube, whether you're following them somewhere on social media through Instagram or Facebook. Twitter is another option. You're following them and you're connecting with them because the way I look at it when I'm looking to hire someone, it's like, what do they have that I don't, that I want more of? What do they have that I don't have that I want more of? What do I believe they can teach me? What do I believe they can add in terms of quality to my life? Yeah. Would you agree?
No, I agree. And the people that have watched you and I in these interviews over 6 times need to call you because I know they're not coming here to listen to me. And I believe it's something that it's worthwhile. I think you should consider it. And that call is not going to cost you anything. And if there's a semblance of a fit, if there's a semblance of a connection, and I used the word synergy for 10 years before I knew exactly what it meant, but if there is a semblance of synergy, take the risk. Give her a call. You're gonna enjoy the 30 minutes. You may not like what she has to say, but you're gonna enjoy that 30 minutes, and that 30 minutes may set you free. So,
well, hopefully they will like what I have to say. I'm here to show you that there's an easy, process to the journey. I'm here to show you that, it doesn't have to be as good as you're probably making it. So many times when I speak to people, I'm like, why are you making this so challenging? That's really not, you don't have to take on all that stuff at once. Why don't we just start with this one thing first? Oh, okay. Is that enough? Will I still get results? I'm like, well, if you're trying to take on everything and you're doing nothing, then what good is that? At least if we set ourselves up for success with, okay, let's try and do this week and see if we get there. And then we do, it's like, oh, that was easy. Okay, what's the next thing? And then you just keep adding in and layering it on. And then before you know it, in a month, you've, lost 20 pounds or whatever it is, or you're waking up because you slept through the night. So yeah, hopefully they like what I have to say.
Well, no, it's, and everybody agrees that I'm not an easy sell, but what Joyce has done for me, I sleep better. I've cut my coffee consumption in half, and I drank a tremendous amount of coffee. Now I drink.
So excited to hear that.
Now I drink half a tremendous amount of coffee. I've incorporated kale and spinach into my diet, which I enjoy anyway. I just make it a point to do it. I've replaced cheese with spinach. I've replaced
cheese with spinach. How about nutritional yeast? It at least tastes similar. Cheese with spinach.
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but and now I'm sleeping better. Now I have more energy. I don't think she's done anything for my brain fog, but that may be insurmountable. Yeah.
What about your peppermint essential oil? You just need to put a drop of that on your hand and lick it off, and you'll be like, whew.
Yeah, I'd have to remember.
Mental acuity through the
Well, yeah, I'll try and remember to do that amidst all these other things. But indeed, Joyce has really helped me, and as I keep trying to be a better advocate for myself and listen to her, everything she's suggested that I have done has helped.
Yay!
But I have not gotten rid of bacon. So, that being said,
maybe next time.
All right.
You can transition. For anyone listening who's like, oh yeah, bacon, and all the, nitrates and things like that are going in, even if you're eating like a cleaner version. I'm not a huge advocate for eating like the fake meats, but in terms of long term, but they are a great stepping stone for someone who is looking to reduce the amount of animal food consumption because they get you to the next place. It is not a plan for longevity. I don't believe you can eat all of the quote unquote, as I call it, fake food for long term because it is not really the true way to support cellular health. However, it's what I did when I was first learning about transitioning. And again, if you just know in your mind, it's going to be a stepping stone to eating less. And that's huge because if you start eating less of the, animal foods and you start feeling different, then you're going to eat them less organically on your own without thinking that you have to convince yourself that you're depriving yourself of something that you enjoy. And that's another thing I want to say. People oftentimes, they come into this process thinking that they're going to be living a life that's, that they're going to be feeling unsatisfied because they're living a life of deprivation. And, when you're detoxifying your body, it's not about deprivation. It's about making better decisions. And you organically will start to crave healthier foods once you just start the process of adding in some of the healthier things like you've been doing. Adding in the salads before you eat cooked food, having a veggie juice a few times a week. Those things trigger a detoxifying response on a cellular level, and they help your body and your cells to start releasing the poisons and the things that are triggering those other cravings that we're really trying to reduce. So just give yourself a break and know that every day, every little thing you do is definitely moving you in the right direction. It's moving that needle forward.
Right. I adapted cauliflower crusted pizza because it was either that or give up pizza, and I enjoy it. I've learned to enjoy it, and
less dough.
No dough.
No dough.
No dough. A little more expensive, but no dough. But
there's a return on your investment for that.
Yeah.
That's something to point out. When we spend a little bit more, we get back more. When we spend less, we go undermined. Right? We get undermined. Our health is always undermined. And that's a cost in itself. So I always remind people, you invest in your health to go up. You invest in your health to raise the bar, and you invest in your health so that you can also earn more income, because when you're feeling better, you perform differently. When you perform differently, people notice and you're going to make more money. Always.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And it's about that step. And any step is a positive step. At least that's what's been proven to me.
Mm-hmm. And that's what Socrates says.
Yeah. And old Mr. Hippocratic Oath himself, Hippocrates. Okay. All right, Joyce. Do you have any final thoughts for us?
Yeah, of course I do. I always do.
Okay.
It's like I'm never done speaking. People on Clubhouse, when you get your turn on stage, when you're done speaking, everyone says, "My name is Joyce and I am done speaking." Well, I'm never done speaking.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm very excited about something I actually want to share with the audience. Oftentimes I'm speaking with just the adult. I don't typically, I'm not typically in front of an audience of kiddos, but sometimes. So I was invited to speak on something called the Shape Up Summit, and it's about empowering the parents to empower the children. So we're empowering families to lead healthier and happier lives. And this is a really cool summit. So for parents out there who are looking to have more access to more information, over 20 different experts. My friend Jill Steinbach is the host of this online global, and it's coming up this week. So we want to make sure you have the free access ticket to get online and hear all of the different speakers. We'll put in the show notes, we'll put the link below so you can get your free pass to this incredible and powerful life-changing virtual summit. This event is going to be hosted by my friend Jill Steinbach, as I mentioned. It's called Shape Up US, and the Plant-Based Network is behind this. So it's a pretty big deal. And it's May 17th through the 23rd. Okay, so we'll have the link below. It's going to be shapeupsummit.com/something something. I'll have it for you in the show notes, and you'll get to hear me speak again if you're not tired of hearing it from me yet. And then again, about 20 other powerful experts in the area of health and wellness that are here to empower our children and our families to lead happier and healthier lives.
One more time, Joyce, give us the name of that summit.
Yeah, Shape Up US. It's shapeupus.org. That's the organization. And the summit is Shape Up US Summit. So we'll have the link for you to get your free pass in the show notes.
How cool is that? All right, everybody. This has been Justin Case and Joyce Rockwood sharing what steps you can take to secure your health. Thanks for joining us. Remember, free gifts, additional information, and links provided in this video's Read More. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel to stay connected, and please connect with Joyce in the links below so you can learn a few healthy suggestions on how not to go bananas.